In 2009, Robert Downey Jr. portrayed Sherlock Holmes in the feature film of the same name. The film portrayed Holmes and Watson through events come up against the villain of Lord Henry Blackwood, as the film's plot revolved around the pair trying to stop Blackwood from seizing control of the British Empire and reconquering the United States of America. During the course of the film, as well as the eventual sequels to the original film in 2009, there were both claims of praise from audiences as well as criticism from film reviewers over the depiction of Sherlock Holmes. Prior to the development of the 2009 film, there have been other portrayals of Sherlock Holmes in film, but the Robert Downey Jr. version of the character that had been portrayed had initial reservations or causes for concern. Before being cast for the role, there were concerns that Robert Downey Jr. would have been viewed as too old of an actor for Sherlock Holmes. Developers of the film had feelings that a younger man should have portrayed Sherlock because the movie audiences of the United Kingdom and the United States had Batman Begins as their recent movie experience, and the whole concept of Sherlock Holmes could have been a younger detective learning and experiencing situations much like Bruce Wayne did as Batman. Eventually, Robert Downey Jr. was cast as Sherlock Holmes, and the very concept of Downey Jr. as Holmes was met with criticism since the films with him were presented. Critics mentioned that the film's interpretation of Sherlock Holmes were far different from the original source material. Developers of the film needed to change various aspects or details of Sherlock Holmes to make the character more appealing to modern audiences. On the bohemian or alternative lifestyle or way of acting for Sherlock Holmes were also subjects of debate. The very action-oriented focus of the films with relation to combat or martial arts also weren't exactly within the original Sherlock Holmes source material stories. As the films progressed and developed with the sequels commenced, the divisiveness of Robert Downey Jr.'s portrayal of Sherlock Holmes only continued, with reactions from critics as well as audiences being positive and negative, as these two groups could never exactly see eye to eye if Robert Downey Jr. had played the role of Sherlock Holmes adequately or if someone else could have done the role better at the time. A character could be overrated yet hated because film producers wanted a fresh new take on an existing character, but audiences did not care for it.